Go.
So I like hearing Rampart screaming a lot during this episode.
Oh yeah, that was deeply gratifying.
After all the shenanigans he did in the last 2 seasons, and the moron getting himself, well, arrested the way he did, yeah, it's pretty satisfying.
You don't sound satisfied. This is the real thing here.
Okay, to be fair,
He wanted blood. He
What?
wanted more.
Hey, the crank literally could have, like, literally not have worked enough to where maybe the ship would have crashed that would have killed Rampart, but no, so...
Honestly, I'm surprised he's still alive.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know how he survived that.
I don't know why we're still... Like, why is he still relevant? Why is he still here?
I wonder why now. I don't know, to be honest. There's a point.
Fast forward, he's a He's a part of the New Republic.
You
Oh
know,
my
if that
God.
even happens, then I can at least see why it all went to shit.
Rampart was in it.
Great.
Of course, that explains everything perfectly.
Totally. Jeez.
It's all Rampart's fault, of course. Alright.
Then freaking poor Wrecker though. Freaking he's still getting a beating out of himself.
Wrecker's gonna. I think age is hitting Wrecker hard. I think that's what it is. It's not that he's been nerfed. I think age just suddenly hit him, and that's why he's so much weaker.
And you know it's not important, but apparently it's been said that the cross that I made through it just went through the armor enough to where you see a bit of the skin. So I'm like, oh, so this armor is pretty much weak now at this point. So and by any means he could just be killed.
Oh boy.
But I don't
Got
know.
another
It's
question.
already-
If Echo's had that fake handle this time, why the hell is this the first time we're seeing it?
I know it's so
I think that was something I
I've been
even...
wanting him to have a robot hand this whole fucking time.
I know. Freaking. Oh, then again, someone like Tech could have made it for him, but no. Thanks.
Look, all I thought was, I never thought of this.
All I can say is that during this whole time with Echo trying to be like all stealthy, it's really bringing out the Domino side of him like fives.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Good old Domino Squad.
Man, I miss them.
Yep, tumbled like dominoes they did.
Ironically so, yeah.
Oh, I hated that joke too. Thanks for the hand. Shut up. That joke.
All the bad jokes.
Yep. Oh god. But hey, hey, at least we have an idea of what's gonna destroy the freaking base is freaking that Zilla beast that's there, so that's great for Omega to see.
What do you mean? It's not going anywhere. They're all gonna die.
You're
Super armor's gonna be
You're
made
still
there.
going off about that?
I can't believe you don't think. I can't believe you think they're gonna live.
No, I feel like this is all ending right here. It's literally all ending.
Look, there's nothing that comes after this. They're dead men walking.
I feel like the first one, and I even feel like the first one that's gonna die is literally the Doctor herself.
Wrecker.
Because, oh, that too. Well, first Wrecker and then the Doctor.
Yeah, I could see the Doctor dying, considering what she's trying to pull all of a sudden.
Yeah. So good times, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Echo's been getting suspiciously a lot more screen time.
Yeah, that's true, and it's not like we see him in the future.
No. So,
yeah, he's probably...
Because if we did, he would still be with Rex.
that's true, honestly. So, at this point, everyone's going down. How? We don't know.
My prediction. At the very least, Omega will survive. I will eat
Are you
my words.
Yeah.
You're sure about
In
that?
that area. being a test subject.
No.
The
We're
Emperor's
not doing that. No. Here's the thing. If she's not living, then they're not getting her. Like, I can guarantee you they're not getting her.
Well, think about it. This is probably like, if you're saying that we're going down the failure path from Tantis on this side, then yeah, she has to die basically, or something's gonna happen to her.
Oh, you happy few. How little you understand the situation they're in.
What are you on about? We already know the situation they're in. It's just I see the facts.
Refuse
They're
to
not
accept
dying.
the truth.
Right.
They're not dying.
He's called. Okay. I love how you say they're not dying when I'm the one that's still debating whether or not Tech surviving, which is not true at this point.
It's clearly obvious. The project endures. They all die.
Look, the project surviving is not an indicator. It's not an indicator that they basically fail or die. It's not the indicator. It is.
Oh, it's not the indicator.
All I'm saying is we've been getting a lot of heroes stories lately in Star Wars, and they've all ended good and happy. It's about time something went wrong.
I hate to agree with that, but it's true, and especially it's during the clone era. No, yeah, I know you want that, but
I know you want a happy ending, but sometimes there's just not happy endings.
There's no such thing as happy. There's only darkness.
And fear.
The question you gotta ask, is Disney ballsy enough to even try that?
Yes.
Yes. You're saying not likely, but you know what? This is the ending of a dark show. So, yes.
I don't know, Clone Wars also had a dark show, and they still managed to get somewhat of a sober ending.
Mainly because of Ahsoka still living on, so...
To be fair, I honestly didn't think she'd survive. But...
Really? Are you really honestly sure about that?
Yeah, I didn't think she would have survived. Honestly, she shouldn't even have...
Now they're stranded on a wayward planet.
She should not have survived Rebels. That is probably the complaint I'll have.
Nah, I'm happy with her surviving Rebels.
Under what basis are you happy with? Because her arc...
I like Ahsoka.
Liking a character does not mean that they have to survive.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, don't remind me about Tech, alright?
Look, if you want another reason, it's because her story's not done yet.
It should be done already. He just doesn't want to say it now.
What? It should have been done.
Oh, there you go. Never mind. So, yep. Good times. And
look, all I will say is this. Someone is surviving out of the Bad Batch, and it's probably most likely Omega.
And it sure as hell ain't Wrecker.
No, it's not Wrecker. By all means, he is probably the first one to go down, and it's gonna be heartbreaking for those who like it.
And then we'll get to see the lifeless corpse of Tech.
You know what? There's already been comics of that already, and I'm like, you know what? I'm accepting it.
He's gonna be in the tube.
He's gonna be one of those vessels, because we still don't know what are in those vessels.
Because he is part of the gene pool that's creating the Crosshair Tech hybrids.
You're still on about that?
Of course, we haven't seen his face.
Hey, we have to at least know what are in those vessels. I feel like that has to be at least mentioned in this finale.
Isn't it obvious? It's the Palpatine clones.
Oh, that too, actually. Oh, shit. That's actually true. I didn't think of it. I didn't think of further like that. I was just figuring. I was like, oh, and then again, it could be that. Honestly, it could be the next line of Purge Troopers. I mean, at this point,
they already tried that with Mandalorian.
That's right, it did. I totally forgot about that.
The what's the right word? let's just say ejected their birth.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Man, now I gotta rewatch that too. I kind of missed it. Jeez. But yeah, there's not okay. We got a two out of one of bad ending because this is literally the end of the freaking hour
I
show.
want a bad ending. I can't tell you why. I just feel like it's right for this story.
So if we don't get a bad ending, you're just gonna say it was a bad story?
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say I don't. I'm not gonna hate it no matter what. I've enjoyed Bad Batch through and through the whole way.
Yeah.
Except, with the little trips here and there. But other than those, I've enjoyed the story, and I'll continue to enjoy this. It's just, I think, to round it out, they should end on a bad note. Because we're entering the Empire Saga, and they're not a part of it.
No.
I don't know. Ahsoka wasn't supposed to be a part of it, and she became a part of it somehow.
Ahsoka wasn't introduced until afterwards, and she became a part of it.
Yeah.
Trying to justify her existence. That's kind of funny, actually.
Thrawn.
Thrawn's been there since the beginning of, Star Wars.
Thrawn
Inception.
came before Ahsoka, and they needed someone strong to deal with him because Luke wasn't going to do it. So now we have Ahsoka and the return of our boy.
Oh yeah, so that's fun. So now they have to make.
Want to get the Ghost crew back together, except for Kanan, but.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Who else was missing from that? There was
Kanan.
Zeb?
No, Zeb. Zeb was missing too.
We've seen Zeb though. He appeared in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, and guess what? He should have been in the Ahsoka series.
I think so too, but I'm glad we got to see him at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
he looks really good in live action.
He really does, though. Like, I'm really surprised they did him really good. I thought there
pisses me off how bad they did Cad Bane.
Yeah,
but they got Zeb perfect.
That is honestly fair. Honestly, I was like, when I saw him, I was like, wait a minute, Cad Bane doesn't. What's wrong with your
His head looks a little funky.
He's even lighter than what I expected to be.
It's supposed to be a darker blue. I mean, the lighter blue thing has to go with his age.
I
can understand that, but he looked a little off besides that. Don't even talk to me about the Grand Inquisitor. My God, Lord. It was so disappointing. I wanted his long-ass head.
No kidding, since they really made that better, like, even before, what is it? They already made that during the prequels.
The movies!
I was the one who mentioned that to you, Andrea.
I said that, though. Well, they made
and she brought it up here.
So yeah, they made it in the prequels better, and this was even before what we had now, and they just somehow made this worse now. It's like, why did you freak it up? Oh well, then this is what we got now, and we're gonna have a bad ending. Period.
You're just salty that a certain character is dead.
At this point, I'm already now accepting it. It's not an easy acceptance. I'm still giving slight hope, but it's starting to become an acceptance now. So feel better about that.
And remember, kids, don't die.
I have no witty remark to that.
Of course you can, because you know this is how they're gonna end up.
At this point, I'm just kind of curious how they're gonna go about it. There's too many factors to weigh in.
Who knows? Honestly, I just want to know of all the things. Why is Hemlock's hand so messed up? Honestly, because he keeps on holding that hand. It makes me feel like Anakin. Like, it makes me feel like I'm seeing Anakin.
Isn't it obvious? He's a clone too.
God. At this point, everyone's a clone. You're a clone, I'm a clone, everyone's a clone.
I can accept that then.
Please, I've been a clone.
No, you haven't. Anyway, I guess to wrap it up, honestly, I think the episode was pretty fine. It basically sets up. Honestly, this is either gonna be the most what everyone thinks of a happy ending per se, or the most gaslighting ending of all time, making us think that there'll be a good ending.
It's not gonna be a good ending. We all know this.
And remember, everyone, sell your Imperial credits. Back the Mandalorians. And what's the New Republic's use for money? I don't remember.
Oh, there's credits.
Calamari.
Calamari, yeah.
Calamari. Yep. Get it. Transfer to Calamari. Have a good night.
Oh my god.